Hello YouTube family, this is Rev from my Rev It Up Mustang Fanatic Productions, and you know what time it is. Rev it up.
How you doing?
Hey YouTube family and friends, this is Rev. We're Rev It Up Mustang Fanatics. We're here in Electrobiff, and we're going to go out to a little private location, and we're going to do part 2 of the mods that I've done on the 99 Cobra, the Pro Street Cobra. So when I get to a private location, we'll get back with you. God bless. Hey YouTube family and friends, this is Rev. We're Rev It Up Mustang Fanatic Productions. I'm in my little private location, and we're going to give you part 2 of what my mods were. We left off with the exhaust system, so we're going to flip the camera around, and there she is, Electrobiff, the 99 Mustang SVT Pro Street Cobra. And if you look down the bottom, you can see her tips. Those are Borla Attak Catback exhaust system. And as I stated, those Borla Attak Catback systems are A1. Fantastic. And I love them. They are beautiful. Sorry for the delay, but it's kind of hard getting used to this GoPro camera stuff. But there she is, Electrobiff, the 99 Ford SVT Cobra, Pro Street Cobra, and we did the mods on her. And I gotta tell you, I love the Borla Attak Catback. I got the IRS Catback system, which means when they come out from the X pipe, they go around the gas tank and beside the inner side of the tire and out of the tailpipe. It's not the axle back, so I don't have to cut anything off when I drop the mufflers. And let me tell you, out of 5 Spitzabiss, I give her 5 on the quality scale, the sound scale. It went beyond anything that I could ever imagine buying the Borla Singer, the Borla Attak Catback exhaust system. This is the best exhaust system that you can buy on a Mustang, and I agree with it. I love it 100% completely. I wouldn't trade it. It exceeded my expectations by probably about 110%. I love this exhaust. Again, quality, 5 Spitzabiss. On a wrench scale, I would give it a difficulty scale probably 1.5 Spitzabiss. Just need a jack, proper tools, and you can have this on in less than an hour, 2 hours the most, maybe 3 hours if you got to take your exhaust off and then put the other ones on. Piece of cake. Anybody can do this in their driveway, in their garage, in a few hours. I would definitely recommend the Borla Attak Catbacks. I got them from CJ Ponies, and I was supposed to get the SLP Loudmouth Catback exhaust, but what happened, it comes from the shipper, the manufacturer, and they gave me 4 shipping dates, and each date came and passed, and they made a deal with me on the Borla Attacks, and I got a fantastic deal that I couldn't turn down. So I absolutely love those Borla Attacks. And you got a sound clip of that when I pulled out my garage, and then I backed up in the driveway and I revved it up, and then I drove off down the street. So that's the sound of what these Borla Attak Catbacks sound like with the long tube headers and the off-road X pipe. So remember, I have the BBK ceramic steel coated 1 5/8 inch long tube headers, and I got the BBK off-road X pipes, followed by the Borla Attak Catback exhaust system, IRS Catback system. So with that review being over, I apologize for the editing. I didn't get to edit where I wanted to put in when I took the K member down, and you saw the Daytona jacket lifts up to 29 inches, and I had a crossbar member on it, and it spreads out even further to balance the K member when I brought it down and pulled it out. And then I put everything back piece by piece. I didn't get to put that in the footage. I'm still learning the GoPro camera and how to edit, so forgive me on that. So for the next install, we would have to go inside the vehicle for the next one, and that install would be what I did next was the steering wheel. Okay, so as you can see, this is my steering wheel. It's my quick disconnect steering wheel from NRG, and I got this locking adapter for it, which you put the key in. I don't have it locked, and you lock it and then you spin it off. But the quick disconnect steering wheel, I got the steering wheel from NRG as well, and you can see that it's aligned up straight. This lets you know your alignment is on right here. So we're good to go. We had the front end alignment done after we did the exhaust system. And so this is the NRG steering wheel. Now, this is about an inch and a half smaller than the leather steering wheel that comes with the Cobra. This is the parchment color, and it has Cobra on the airbag. So this nice comfortable grip, it's really nice and comfortable. I like the green color here, and you got the NRG logo right here. The horn goes here, but as you know, I don't have the horn here. I hooked up my horn here to my 4-panel push to start button. But for quality, I would give this steering wheel, the stitching is green. I love the color of it. The stitching matches the toggle switches, and also I love the thickness of it. It feels just like a race car. Now, I would give this, in my opinion, I give it 5 Spitzabis for quality, feel, and handle. I mean, it's very sensitive. You just turn the car barely and the wheel turns. It's phenomenal. That's all I can tell you. It's extremely phenomenal. I love it, and I would not trade it for anything. So as far as taking it off, there's a button here that you push and you bring the steering wheel back to you. Now, in order to get this set up, this is called the NRG quick disconnect connector. Okay, and the steering wheel connects right into that. Now, behind here, you have to have what's called a short hub adapter for your vehicle. And for my vehicle, it was, I believe it fit 99 to 04 or 93 to 04 Mustangs, including Cobras. You have to have the short hub in order to attach the quick disconnect for the steering wheel. So there's a piece that sticks on here, and then there's the short hub adapter that sticks on here. Now you have to pull the steering column apart, and what you have to do is pull out the clock spring. You have to pop the front of the clock spring, rip it completely off, and that little tape that's in there, rip that all off, and on the side of the clock spring there's going to be a little connection hanging out where your
cruise control went. You're going to have to take that off and get a hacksaw and cut that off, because the short hub adapter will not go on without it. Then you can take the clock spring, put it back in place, and this will work your signal lights. You're going to lose your cruise control. You're not going to have any airbags, and you're going to lose the horn, because there's no way for the horn connections to go through to fit in through there. So I rerouted it and got my horn over here in this section. So quality wise, I will give this NRG quick release steering wheel, I will give it 5 Spitzerbiff. The short hub adapter, I will give about 4 Spitzerbiff, because they don't come with no instructions, and you basically have to wing it. And if you have any knowledge about taking off steering wheel, of course you need a wheel puller. And no offense to that dude in blue, but any aftermarket steering wheel, you want to use a puller to take it off. Don't bang and beat on it. Use a puller to take it off. Now the steering wheel that came off, I was able to bang and beat that because that came with the car. Those are more durable. But aftermarket steering wheels aren't made like your original steering wheel. So always use a steering wheel puller, and don't blame the steering wheel that is cheap. You just abused the steering wheel. That's all to it. So with that being said, your hub adapter, when you go to line it up with the splines, no matter how you put it, the steering wheel is going to be off-centered. And I don't know why they do that, and it's the correct hub adapter. So what you have to do then is take the hub adapter and take this quick release adapter, and you line it up, and you're going to have to drill holes and then tap them, and then that way you can have the steering wheel straight. And so that's how I got my steering wheel straight, is by tapping it. And so my cruise control wires, I just cut them off completely, because I'm never going to go back to cruise control, and I love what my horn is over here. So that was the next install that I did, was on my steering wheel, and I wanted a quick release steering wheel, NASCAR style. And as I got to thinking over, then that's when I went into other mods. Now on a difficulty scale, I'm going to rate this probably about 3.5, almost a 4 on a Spitzerbiff scale, because there are a lot of particulars in here that you have to know what you're doing as far as your horn wires, rerouting the horn wires, cutting the clock spring, breaking the clock spring off. You can see in here in the background that the clock spring is missing. That's so the hub adapter can sit flush inside there. Other than that, it works fine, it steers fine. And anyway, I didn't like where the horn was on the steering wheel here, because it's a recess in here, and you have to push it in here, where your normal horn you could do like that. So my hand is always on the stick shift when I'm driving, and my index finger is right in reach where I can hit the horn, and that was no problem. So that was the second mod that we put on, and you see how easy that clicks in place, pulls off, and then all you do is just put it in, and you hear it click, and it locks in place. Now some people take this button off that's here, because you don't really need that button, but it's there for a reason. For safety issues, I would leave it alone. So that is the second mod that I've done to this vehicle. And next time we talk, I will be going over some other mods that we did. So stay tuned for those mods, and we're going to crank Electrobiff up one more time so you can hear how she sounds. She sounds amazing. So we're going to get this camera set up so you can hear this exhaust. It is amazing. It matches the color of the interior. So we'll be talking at you guys later. This is Rev It Up Mustang Fanatic Productions. Have a blessed one.
And as always, we thank you for watching our videos. We hope you like the videos that we're presenting to you. We try to bring you cutting edge technology and bringing you the best of Mustangs, old cars, and motorcycles. But mostly Mustangs, because we're Mustang fanatics. So if you like the channel, hit the like button and then subscribe. God bless. Have a wonderful day. This is Rev with Rev It Up Mustang Productions. God bless.